You know what? Fuck it. I decided I'm going to talk about this today. So, pardon me, I literally just woke up. Well, actually, no, that's not true. I didn't just wake up. I've been up for a while, but I sound like I just woke up, so it's kind of whatever. So, but yeah, I want to talk about this. And that's the Wii U. And why I think it shit the bed. No, Nintendo is like, well, we didn't, really market it properly. We didn't really explain it properly. I don't know what the problem was, but even so, even the main base fans didn't come out in droves to pick this thing up. So it wasn't just, oh, well, we didn't get the casual consumer to understand that this is Wii U, not just, oh, a $300 gamepad for the Wii, an add-on for the Wii. I mean, your base consumer didn't even buy it. Your base Nintendo fan hardly bought it. Because, I mean, it sold, I think, like 3 million something. I want to say 3 million, I don't know. Within like the first 9 months, which is just complete garbage. I mean, it could have realistically sold that much in the first 2 weeks. 3 million in 2 weeks. I mean, it could have. I'm not saying it would have. Let's be more realistic. Within the first 2 months, it should have been at least pushing close to 3 million. Maybe 1.8 to 2.6, maybe. Somewhere in there if it was doing really good. I mean, especially like when you look at the Switch. I mean, Switches, I think, is pushing like 3 million right now. It's only been out 3 months. So, that ain't bad. Whatever I don't know the exact numbers on that one, but whatever. But the numbers were pretty crappy the first 9 months. Because what happened... See, this is a trend with Nintendo, and I don't understand what it is they do. The biggest problem with Nintendo is everything has to be filtered through the sweaty jockstrap of Japan. Now, does Sony do that? No. Sony does have stuff that comes directly from Japan, but they also have other games that they're all over the place. Okay, Last of Us, and so on and so forth. They are a diverse company, and that's what I like about Sony. Microsoft, not so much. I mean, they're more American. Like, they couldn't sell shit in Japan. I think the Xbox One, I think, sold literally like 8 units in one day. I mean, it's insane. They cannot sell shit, literally, at all in Japan, like I said. Where Nintendo just is not diversified. Nintendo's biggest issue, they need to realize they are a global company, not just a Japanese-only company. Because that's how they view things. Oh, we're Japanese-only with, oh, here, NOA, here you can have a couple Mario games. Yeah, have at it. No. They need to realize that they're a global company. And yeah, you need Retro to work on a Metroid, which I believe is based in Texas or whatever. You need to diversify more. They do. Because what happens is they have shitty systems that are underpowered, that are garbage, nobody wants to work for them, and half the time they're difficult to work for. To actually put stuff on. You can't... See, that's the problem. Everybody's like, well, it's gameplay over graphics, guys. Okay, so, sure. Let's look at the Wii U. Sure, it was... The graphics were okay. They were on par with PS3 and, 360. But the fact is, the industry had moved the fuck on from all of that. They had moved the fuck on. Okay, so the fact that the system wasn't powerful enough to handle the new stuff, well, guess what? That's a lot of gameplay. That's a lot of gameplay that you missed out on. Did you get Red Dead Redemption? No, you missed out on that gameplay. So guess what? Graphics do equal gameplay, so shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about that. So, whatever. But what Nintendo's biggest issue is for... And they do this all the time. GameCube. The last 2.5 years of its life, Nintendo did nothing. Zero. I don't even remember. I don't know. They maybe had 1 or 2 trickle games toward the end. And then there's this massive drought of nothing. Zero. They're just sitting there like, huh? Huh? Yeah? There's Reggie just banging his head against the window until he sees blood. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. You got Miyamoto over there playing the stupid Wiimote, playing it like a flute. He don't know what the fuck's going on. You had the one, whatever. And then they bring up the Wii, okay, and it's like, oh, let's wiggle it around, and yay, nunchucks, and blah, 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 and they fling it around and shit, okay. And then there was no games. There was no, the launch lineup was I mean, Nintendo's launch lineups are usually and then there's no games, and a trickle game, and blah, here's a game, and once in a blue moon, and there's a drought of nothing, and no, it's a continuous freaking trend of Nintendo. It's a continuous trend. And you know damn well, now I'm sorry, I'm going to say this as a fact, the only reason that the Wii did half the numbers that it did is because it became a fad. People had to get it because like, oh, can't find it, gotta get it. It became like the Furby or whatever the fuck that stupid thing was. It was the stupidest piece of shit on the planet, but people had to have it because they couldn't find it. That's what it was. It became a fad. Now, granted, you had an ease of, you know, access where like old people in nursing homes could sit there and Wii bowl. Okay, that's fine. I have nothing against that. It's not necessarily for me. I'd like a little more. See, the problem for me, I don't like the nunchuck, the Wiimote nunchuck. I don't feel like I've got decent control. Now, when I say that, like I was just playing Pikmin, the original Pikmin on Wii U, and you have to use the nunchuck, Wiimote nunchuck. Now, you have moments where there's really good movement, and then other times where it's just completely non-responsive. And I hate that. Or if I had a controller, I could... Dude, I lost... Let's see, I sprouted, I think, like 1,500 Pikmin, and I lost like 1,030 Pikmin. Okay, that's unfreaking heard of. When I was playing with the controller with the whatever the fuck it was, the Wavebird on the GameCube, I mean, I maybe lost 30. I mean, I was that good. Now, maybe I just suck right now. I don't know. But, like, you have those little frogs that jump up, and you're trying to get the thing pinpointed. Half the time, the stupid cursor would be halfway across the other side of the screen, would not register where the fuck I wanted to go. Then all of a sudden, I start throwing Pikmin off to the side of the map. Or off to the side of the screen, excuse me. And all of a sudden, the fucking frog, blah, 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 and he jumps on top and kills them all, and they go, and they all die. Fucking bullshit. I feel like I have zero control over that stupid shit. Or again, if I had a controller, I'd be like, bloop, 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 and it'd all be going in the right spot. And it pisses me off. Because I like the movement. I like the cursor movement, but as far as like depth is like, okay, it's closer to me on the screen and it's further away in the distance. That sucks. Going left to right was good. It's, I don't know, just very annoying. That's neither here nor there. But it was pretty much a fad. But anyways, no, it had some decent games. I'm not gonna lie. There was a lot of good games on there. It's just I hated playing them because I don't like the Wiimote nunchuck. I just don't like that wiggle shit. I just don't like it. Okay, and that's my own personal preference. I just don't particularly like it. Now, don't get me wrong. There were certain games that were really good. I really enjoyed Boom Blocks. I love that game. I wish they'd make a sequel. It's almost like Angry Birds in a way. It reminds me of that. Like, Angry Birds would be very cool with the nunchuck. And just, you know. But trying to do an action game with it, trying to do Metroid Prime, the third one, just, it's too much. It's like... 'cause I just don't feel like I got the control that I want. But it's weird because the control is there. It's just I don't have it. I can't explain it. It's like there are moments when it's like, this is really cool. This is like intuitive, and it's just pew pew pew. And you're shooting, and it's pew pew. It's great. And all of a sudden, I'm not even talking. It loses the connection, or it loses the. You have to resync it. I'm not even talking that. That's a whole other issue. It's like I don't know. It's weird. It's like certain areas it just doesn't want to work. I don't know. But I got completely off topic there. But anyways, let's go back to whatever the fuck, Wii U. The reason the Wii U sucked, I mean, just collectively, is because they had to bring it out a year early, because who's going to buy yesteryear technology when Xbox One, although at the time Xbone, and PlayStation 4 were coming out? Who's going to buy that? Who's going to buy a $300 360? Who? I could do New Day here. No. What? Who's going to buy that? You can pay like $400 for a PS4 or $300 for a yesteryear piece of trash. Really? So they had to bring it out a year early. Well, guess what? You had the end of the life cycle of Wii, which had no games, and then you're transitioning into a few handful of games at launch, and then a drought of nothing. Zero. They had nothing. There was nothing on the horizon. And you're just, as a gamer, you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, 9 months goes by, a year goes by, next thing you know, you got the Xbone, you got the PS4, and it's like, yeah, right. You wonder why it only sold what it did. Again, there were no games there. And what they did for the last 2.5 years of the Wii is completely beyond me. And then they turned around and did the same damn thing with the Switch. The Wii U has been dead for about 2 years now, realistically. Yeah, you had Star Fox, which that was a complete fail. That was a complete fail, just across the board. And I wanted to love that game. In fact, I just discovered I went on the eShop, and they had this little cartoon. I'd never seen it before. That thing was awesome, actually. I wish they'd do like a real series. That'd be cool. I had never seen that little cartoon that they had. I'm really impressed with that. I really liked that. They need to do more. But anyways, so yeah, that was a complete fail. And then they had what? Last October, I think it was Paper Mario. That was not that good. I like the, cleaning up because it was kind of reminiscent of Sunshine, where you have to clean up all the shit. In this case, all the little Shy Guys took all the color out of the map and shit, and you gotta smash it and get the color back. It was a cool little mechanic, but the rest of the game sucked. The card mechanic was so stupid. Oh my god. Because then you gotta look on the gamepad and click, flip, click, flip, and then play. It's like, give me a fucking break. They could have made that a little more intuitive and took out all the bullshit and just made it a little more intelligent, and they didn't. They chose not to, and it's just, I don't know. I didn't even finish it. I got bored with it. I got so freaking bored with it. And of course, then you have Zelda, which was a Switch launch title, and the whole history of the GameCube had what it did. You have the whole history of the Wii, and it did what it did. And you see this trend of third parties just don't give a fuck. And why should they? Why should they? Now, GameCube was a little different. Now, I think GameCube's the last time it had decent, I would say decent, but I mean, compared to Wii and Wii U, it had decent third-party support. Now, believe it or not, actually, N64 had some decent third-party support. They had one of my personal favorites, which is Shadow of the Empire. I really wish that would come to Virtual Console. They had Doom 64. Why Nintendo doesn't go out of their way to try to make a deal with those fuckers and say, oh, let's make another Doom? A specific Doom for our system. Doom on Switch would be sexy as fuck. And then put Doom 64 on the Virtual Console. Why Reggie's not out there with a checkbook is beyond me. Okay, I mean, he should be getting the knee pads and he should be on his knees. Okay, that's all I'm saying on that. I mean, Because that's another thing. Nintendo's had some decent franchises that they've either just shit away or, you know, they should have gone out of their way to buy Banjo-Kazooie. And that's just a fact. Banjo-Kazooie was a perfect fit. Now, I could understand getting rid of Rare. I could understand that because they were shit. At the moment they got rid of them, they were shit. Because the people who were there were gone, and this just the studio itself was shit. But they could have gone out of their way to keep Banjo-Kazooie. They could have. They did it with freaking Bayonetta. They're the only ones. If it wasn't for them, Bayonetta 2 wouldn't be here. So they should have kept. They should have gone out of their way to try to keep Banjo. Just because. Now, can you imagine Banjo in an alternate universe in Smash Brothers? I mean, holy shit. But no, they chose not to do that. They're like, oh, we're just gonna get, you know, see ya. Well, what the fuck? You got, seriously. No, granted, Nintendo has got a lot of franchises. Not all of them are my personal favorite. I am not a Pokemon fan at all, and it seems like every 15 seconds, Pokemon this, Pokemon that, Pokédick, Pokédick, Pokédick. Put your Pokédick in, put your Pokédoc on, put your fuck. Okay, I'm so sick and tired of fucking Pokemon. I don't even know, I can't even say it without swearing. I just, it fucking pisses me off. Pokey this, Pokey that, Pokey that, Pokey. The only Pokemon game that I've ever played was, I don't even remember what the fuck name of it was. It was for 3DS. It was the first 3D one. And I got bored with it. I did. It was a nice game. It looked good. Whole nine. It was, if you're a fan of it, you're probably going to like that. It just didn't do anything for me. I got bored with it. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm not a Pokemon fan. And I fucking hate Kirby. I can't stand... the two games that I purchased of Kirby... Now, maybe they were just shitty games. I don't know. But they were... I don't understand the love for Kirby. I just don't get it. Oh, he's cute little pink... Whatever. You can paint my testicle pink and it looks cute, too. It doesn't mean anything. I mean, come on. Well, which one did I get? I got that... that 33-cent one that they gave away on the whatever it was. I think it was the NES version, whatever. And then Kirby 64. Now I will say there's this new one coming up. I think it's like a mini game that they're making into like a big game where he sucks stuff up and then shoots it out. That actually looks like it could be a fun mechanic. I want to keep an eye on that one, but the rest of it, I don't like Kirby. Canvas Curse or Canvas Ride or Canvas Fuck, whatever the hell it was, that could have been maybe interesting, but where you're drawing the thing and he kind of wheels up and around where you drew, that could be kind of fun, I think, maybe, potentially. So, but I'm not a fan of Kirby at all. It just doesn't do it for me. That's another problem with Nintendo. Now, you got an entire year and a half where it's like, oh, here's a new Pokemon, here's a new Kirby, and that's all we got to talk about for a year and a half. Well, somebody like me is just... Now, keep in mind, there was a huge drought of games, and all of a sudden, oh, gee, Pokemon, and, you know, Kirby, Pokemon and Kirby. So now you got a drought, you got two games that I don't give two shits about, and then you got another drought. So somebody like me just gets bored with Nintendo very quick. I mean, very quick. And then you throw out games like Super Mario World 3D, which I gotta be honest, I was not a fan of that game. I liked Mario Land for 3DS. I liked that. That was a good... But as far as the Wii U, I just didn't like it. It was okay. It wasn't great. I wanted more of a real 3D game. Not this half-assed 2D 0.5369, whatever the fuck it was. It's cute, but give me a real Mario game. Give me a real frickin' Mario game. You know? Even Galaxy, I don't think was a traditional real Mario game in that sense. It was... I don't know, I got mixed feelings. I didn't care for the first one. I liked the second one. Although I think part of that was because I couldn't find a Wii. And I played Mario Galaxy 1 way late. So it's like the hype for it had all died down, because it was the first game I bought for it, obviously. And I played it, and it was just, I don't know, some of the mechanics they used, like the green shell where you shoot it, that mechanic was overused, I think. And it just got a little tedious and a little annoying. And it was my first time using a Wiimote, and it was like, I'm clunky fuck with it, and it's just, I'd rather have a controller. But then the second one came out, and I pre-ordered it, so it came out the day, and I got it the day it came out, and everybody's playing it, so everybody on YouTube, like, oh, videos, Mario, blah, 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 and all this stuff. So I was part of it, so I enjoyed that more, although I did like the cloud mechanic where you jump on the clouds. That was kind of cool. But yeah, I did like that. Don't get me wrong, I liked Galaxy 1. It's just, some of the mechanics, like I said, got overused, and it was just, I should go back and play that, because I don't know, maybe my feelings toward it would change again, but I don't know, I don't want to go back and play it. Because the problem with the Wiimote is it's cute, but I don't want to sit there and play a 60-hour game. Not that Mario Galaxy 60 hours, but you know, like, I mean, I wouldn't want to play Destiny with that. You know, point and click. I mean, it's cute for like 10 minutes, but I wouldn't want to play a game like that. I wouldn't want to play, you know, name any game. I wouldn't want to play that with that setup, ever. I mean, take Skyward Sword. Yeah, swinging the sword around is fun, but after about 30 hours of it, you're just like, okay, one more swipe. Oh, he's not dead. Swing again. It's just, you get really dull and bored, and it's like your senses just kind of shit themselves, and it's like, you know, whatever. So, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, why did the Wii U fail? The Wii U failed on multiple reasons, because Nintendo just doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, first off. I'm sorry, Nintendo has some of the single worst marketing. Although when the marketing is on, it's great. And when it's not, because I'll be honest with you, I can't tell you one single time that I remember. How long has this stupid Wii U been out? Not that long. I think only like 5-6 years. Within 5-6 years, I have not seen one single commercial at all. Now, again, I've talked about this in another clips, but I saw Wii commercials. I saw the little blonde in the tight pants. Her ass was so tight in those pants. It looked, you know, if she farted, it'd explode and destroy the universe. Her ass was so tight. I saw her. I saw the two little Japanese dudes in the rape van come to your house and go, "We would like to play." I saw those guys. I didn't see one single advertisement from Nintendo. And I'm talking social media, I'm talking TV, I'm talking wrestling, I'm talking whatever the fuck. Your basic shows, your popular shows. I didn't see one single Wii U commercial, game or system. Now I'm seeing Switch commercials, and ironically, it's selling. Wow, it's funny. You market one, it sells. You don't market the other, it does nothing. And then you market the third one, and it seems to be selling fairly well. It's funny how that works, Nintendo. It's funny how that works, you know? The magic of marketing, guys. I mean, really? So yeah, Nintendo wanted that to fail. It seems like they really wanted it to fail. It does. It seems like they wanted the Wii U to fail. Now, I don't know why. I say that sarcastically, because it's like they did every single thing freaking wrong. I mean, if you could imagine doing everything wrong, you'd see the picture of the Wii U. Now, one thing I am a little sick and tired of, and this is just my own personal bullshit, but I'm getting tired of Nintendo. If something doesn't sell, they repackage it. Okay, the GameCube didn't do very well. Actually, screw it, the N64 didn't do very well. So what did they do? They repackaged it in the GameCube. GameCube didn't sell very well. What did they do? They repackaged it in the Wii with motion control. And that became the Focus, which was new and it was innovative at the time. It was interesting and ooh, okay. So yeah, that's why it worked, because you basically tried 3 times to get it right, and you added a gimmick to it, and it happened to take off. And then what did they do? They basically took the Wiimote idea, turned it into a tablet, and then tried to resell that. Well, guess what? That didn't sell. The Wii U didn't sell. So what did they do with the Switch? Everybody's like, oh, the Switch is so innovative. I've heard so many people say it's so innovative. What the hell is really innovative about the Switch? What? What is innovative about it? I mean, compared to the Wii U. When you look at the Wii U, really the only difference is the tablet is now portable, which it should have been from day one. So in other words, the Switch is what the Wii U should have been. The Wii U is what the Wii should have been. The Wii is what the GameCube should have been. And the GameCube is what the N64 should have been. Although technically N64 was the starting point, so you can't really say that, because it was the starting point of the 3D era. So you can't really say that for that one, but still. And that's just annoying, because it's like, you hear all these people and it's like, oh, the Switch is so innovative. Oh, wow, it's just so innovative. It's the greatest thing ever. All they did was take the gamepad, saw off the 2 sides, and just let you put the stupid buttons and the analog sticks on and take off. I'm not seeing the innovation there. I'm not. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a cool concept as far as like it's on the TV, it's on the portable, it's on the TV, it's on the portable. I mean, that's cool, don't get me wrong, I'm not trashing that, but it's like these people are just, they're in awe. It's like, oh my god, Nintendo, you did it, it's the greatest thing ever. Where did you come up with that idea? Dude, they've been coming up with that idea the last 20 years. What the fuck are you talking about? What planet are you on, idiot? I mean, seriously. They essentially took the Wii U and did it right. Now, I've been saying from day one, what they should have done with the Wii U specifically, is sell the gamepad separately. I know they couldn't because they were really expensive, and people would confuse it and think, oh, well, I can get the gamepad and play it on my Wii. I understand that. I get that. I get people would be frustrated with that. I get that. But guess what? If they're not smart enough to grasp it, fuck them. I am a consumer. I need another gamepad because my gamepad wears out. People had broken ones and shit, okay? I'm sorry. You do. No. Whatever. But they should have sold it. What they should have done is upgrade the damn thing. Put a memory card in the sumbitch and then have it be actually portable, which is what I said they should have done from day one, and maybe sell it for $200. Because what they could have done with the Switch, realistically, is sell it in 2 parts. They could have sold the portable part of it for $150, maybe $200. No, fuck it. Let's say $200 and make some money. We'll sell just the Switch for $200, and then you take the dock, add more features to it, maybe add some memory to it. For God freaking forbid, they could have done, seriously, Nintendo could have done something really cool. Like, imagine if they had done like 1 terabyte hard drive or 1 terabyte save on the Switch itself, and then the dock had another terabyte, so you had 2 terabytes. That would be pretty sexy, I'm not gonna lie. And then have it where you have other features like, you know, maybe your disk drive or some other stuff. They could have sold that for $200. They could have sold this system for $400 in 2 different parts. Now, I don't know how that would work necessarily. Now, for your main consumer, they'd be like, "Oh shit!" Because you can get the one part, you can get the other part. You don't need both. You can get them both. You can have this really great, thing, and have the games switch back and forth, literally. I mean, you could definitely, like, I would have bought both parts, and then what you do is you connect the two together, like they do here in the dock, and it becomes a more powerful system. So you could have, kind of a cheaper handheld. You put it in the dock, and then it becomes 1080p and maybe even 4K at some point. I mean, they could have done something really cool like that, especially with the memory. Especially if you could have some memory here and some memory there, and you put it together, and it's just like a massive amount. Because seriously, imagine if they came out with 2 terabytes of information, 2 terabytes of hard drive space. By doing it that way, they would have been the talk of the town. Who does 2 terabytes? Microsoft doesn't. Sony doesn't. You're lucky if you get 1. Half this bullshit about 500 gigabyte bullshit. I mean, come on, man. That stuff is bullshit. I ran out of room within 10 minutes. I'm sick and tired of having to delete shit. I'm paying $200, $300, $400 for these fucking systems. They give you 2 inches of cord and no memory, and it pisses me. Oh, and battery life too. That's another thing. I'm sorry. You pay $300. You deserve at least a 6-foot cord, if not 10 foot. You deserve a little bit more memory, and just in general, it's a $300 fucking product. Give me a break. But hey, whatever. But seriously, they could have done some really cool stuff with like a dock that had other features to it. Because right now the dock is just a piece of plastic, which, But now imagine if the dock had some memory to it. I'd buy a new dock that has memory. Because that would be interesting. Now, granted, you may have to switch the, games from the dock to the... That's fine. I would rather do that. As long as I got the shit, Because one thing I hate about this digital world is all of a sudden, oh, gee, a game that's been up there for 7 years that you were maybe thinking about getting, it's gone today. No. I don't... No, that's bullshit. That don't fly with me. That pisses me off. We see that all the time. There's a couple games just recently that just disappeared for no reason. I can't remember what system they were on, but I want to download the shit and have it accessible at my house. I don't give a fuck about the rest of the world, So having a dock, I wonder if they couldn't do a 4K dock. I wonder if it wouldn't work the same way. Because the dock, I think, upscales. Right? Or does I don't know if the system does it. I don't know. Whatever. But it would be kind of cool if they could upscale. Even if it's just a simple upscale. Not just an actual 4K, but I don't know. That would be kind of cool. I don't know if they could do that. But you do that, add some memory. I'd pay $100 for that shit. I'd pay $200 to have some decent features on it. I don't know what other features you could add, but I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. But they could definitely do something with that idea. And they won't. I mean, don't make no mistake. They certainly won't do that. But they could. No. Whatever. I think it'd be kind of cool if they added... kind of like what the Wii U did when it added the Wii functionality, because it has that Wii icon, and you put the game in and you play, or you could go to the virtual console and download the games, which I think are $20 a little pricey, especially the fact I own all those games. So what the hell, But they could definitely do that for Switch. They could do that for Switch. They could have, I don't know, they could do that. They could have 2 little icons that one is for the Wii U and the other's for the Wii, and you just download the freaking games. They could easily do that. I don't think it would. I mean, I'm trying to think what the difficulty would be to do that. I mean, because I don't think the infrastructure is all that different. Maybe it is, I don't know, but I don't think it's that different. I think they could easily do that. Now, granted, you wouldn't be able to play your discs, obviously, and you'd have to probably buy everything again digitally. But I mean, you could put Pikmin 3 on there. You could put Mario Galaxy on there, 1 and 2. You could a bunch of stuff you could put on there. Now, I don't know if the Joy-Cons... See, the problem with Joy-Cons is they're that gyro shit. They're not the... it doesn't use the bar. Because the bar keeps shit centered, where the gyroscope, you gotta constantly recenter it. Especially that damn left one. I don't know what the hell is wrong with the left one, but the left one's pissing me off, especially when I was trying to play ARMS. I almost had some ARMS. We almost took up ARMS. I almost threw the fucking thing against the wall on the other side of the room. That's neither here nor there. Whatever. But, I don't know. They could, I think they could do that. I mean, it could. I don't know, like a Metroid Prime. I don't think a Metroid Prime would work very well with that. It would be kind of cool if... See, what they could do with the dock is add the frickin' power bar, and you could actually use the Wiimote and Nunchuck. I don't know, can you use it with the Switch? I don't think you can. I don't think the Wiimote and Nunchuck would even work. In fact, I know it wouldn't work because it doesn't have the bar. But if they had the stupid... if they remodeled the stand, you could put that in there, plug it in, and actually work with some certain games, perhaps. Maybe they could do that. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's any reason why they couldn't. I don't know. Actually, there really wouldn't be any reason. They probably could do that. Because right now, the way it's set up is you're essentially locking out certain games like the Wii. And even some Wii U games. You're locking them out from the Switch because... I mean, granted, you can use the gyroscope, but it's not as intuitive, it's not as good, I don't think. Because, again, you constantly have to realign the damn thing. Like, every 15 seconds, you got to realign it. Again, especially that left one. So, I don't know. They kind of shit the bed on that one. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't just add the stupid sensor bar. Because that opens up a whole other... aspect of what they could do with this, you know, because you could have a lot, because some people do like Wiimote. I don't hate the Wiimote, but I'm not a big fan of the Wiimote. No, Pikmin was, I mean, like I said, I just played through Pikmin 1. I don't know how I feel about it. I really don't know how I feel about it, because it's my first time really using it. Because I'm used to the Wavebird back in the day. So... Now, there's a few features of that game they definitely should have added in. I'm pissed off that they didn't. Because in 3, if you're using the Wiimote, the little cursor will lock onto, let's say, a flower petal. And you know right when you're throwing it that it's locked on. Where in the first one, you don't. You throw it and the Pikmin just flies 25 feet away and the stanza looks at you. You know... Or then you try to get a little closer and you throw it down 3 feet in front of it and he's got to run up and, you know, attack the stupid stalk. And then, you know. So there's no telling where you're throwing, which is a problem. And especially with the bad guys, like if you're trying to take out one of those stupid little beetle fuckers and you're just throwing him and he's like, they're all landing like 5 feet in front of the guy and he's just eating them up. And like, I lost like 1,000 Pikmin. Which is unheard of. I've never lost that many Pikmin. Not in the first game. I mean, maybe the first time I played it I did. But... Like, I've gone entire sessions where I didn't lose any Pikmin. Like, I went almost an entire game without losing... I think I lost maybe 3 at the end. Like, I'm talking like the boss, like, fucked them up. I mean, that's how good I was at the shit back in the day. And then I play this, and it's just like, just random. They're all over the place. It's like, God, it's annoying. It's, but I kind of like it, but I kind of don't like it. I can't describe how I feel about the nunchuck, Wiimote nunchuck. Anyways, I got completely off topic again, which is what I do, I guess. So, anyways, hopefully the Switch doesn't fall in the same category as the Wii U. Because I was going last night, I went through the eShop of the Wii U, and I'm thinking, okay, what games do I... If all these games were available right now, which games would I want on my Switch? As opposed to, I have them on Wii U, I can play them there, but which ones would I want? Really, there's not a lot that I would want on there. Now, I want a Virtual Console on there, and especially for people who don't have all those games. Yeah, but there really aren't a lot that I need on there. I would probably put Mario 64, just to have it on there. I would probably put... well, let's see, probably Mario. I might do Mario's 1, 2, 3, and then World, and then Mario 64, maybe. Although I don't really need those on there because, again, I got them on the Wii U. But I would definitely put Mario World and Mario 64, maybe Mario 3. Mario's 1 and 2 and Lost Levels can stay on the Wii U. Super Metroid, I would probably put on there just to have it on there. I would like Zelda Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask on there, which I still got to get for Wii U. Which sucks because I own like 50 versions of that game, those two games. Especially on GameCube, I've got like three versions of that game. And I own the remakes on 3DS. I own the originals. I've got those two games like 100 different times, but I don't have digital copy, and it pisses me off. Because I don't want to drop $20 in games that I own 5 times. No, actually 6 times. See, what was it? There was the Zelda collection, then there was the pre-order for Wind Waker, and I think there was something else. I think there's like 3 variants of like Zelda 1, 2, and Majora's Mask. Whatever. I've got those like numerous freaking times. But yeah, there's not a lot that I really want to have on the Switch. Now, would I keep certain ones that maybe have new features, like the online stuff? Maybe. You know, Mario 3 with online, maybe. But I don't really know how much online I would be using. I mean, what kind of online are you going to have with that? Are you going to have Mario and then Green Mario, and I play a level, and some random person plays a level, I play a level, random person plays a level, because that's how it was in the game, unless you're going to add completely new features, like where they're running in tandem together, you know. I don't know, that could be, I don't know what the point of that would be, though. Because if you remember how you play the original Mario Brothers, player 1 would play a level, or die, and then player 2 would play, or die, and then so on and so forth. And at the end of every level, the person then takes over the next level. You know, that just doesn't seem like it'd be a lot of fun to me. Again, unless they're going to add like mini games or something in the Mario 3 format, or Mario World, or whatever. I mean, I suppose they could, but again, how fun is that going to be? And how deep is that shit going to be? I don't know. That seems weird to me. Like Balloon Fight? Do I really want to play Balloon Fight online? Really? I don't even know why anybody would want to play Balloon Fight to begin with. I don't... The only reason I give a damn about... Seriously, the only reason anybody gives a damn about Balloon Fight is because Iwata died. That's it. That really is it. The game is stupid. The game was stupid when it came out. It wasn't that fun. It's mediocre at best. And Nintendo seems to love Balloon Fight. So, Balloon Fight Online, I guess. Wow. I don't know, it's just, I don't, I'm not seeing how those are going to be very fun to play. I don't understand that. I don't know. Now, maybe like a Pac-Man where one person plays as the ghost, the other person plays... But I don't know how that would work, because obviously the ghost, it would go directly toward Pac-Man, where the AI ghost kind of just all over, and then, you know, kind of go after him. So I don't know. I don't think that would work either. When is that actually going to work? That makes no sense to me. It's just... I don't know how long that's going to last. Yeah, maybe for the month, you play Balloon Fight for a couple times and then you get rid of it. I wouldn't keep that on my Switch. I wouldn't even waste space with that stupid shit. I mean, I don't know. Like Mario Brothers 3, yeah, it would be cute, but what am I going to do? I mean, do I really need another version of that just to play online? So some random dude can play as a green Mario who's supposed to be Luigi and do the next level? I don't understand what they're going to do with that. I don't get it. Maybe they got some other plans and shit, and they're actually adding like whole new like mini games and stuff. They're going to have to, because if you're playing it just the way like a two-player game was for those, it's just, there's no point. There's absolutely no point. Now, if you're playing like a 3D world, where you've got like 4 characters and you're playing 4 random people online and they're just kind of running around in cat suits, yeah, that I can understand. That makes total sense. That makes absolute sense. But again, Balloon Fight? Really? Really? Where are we going with this? And do I really want it on my system? Now, granted, that's not going to take up a lot of space, mind you, but it takes up, a square at least. I don't know if I want a Balloon Fight. What the fuck am I going to do with Balloon Fight? Whatever. I don't know. Bitching about that for way too long. So what else is there? E3 is coming up next week. Not next week. This week. Shit. Today's Tuesday. Yeah. So what? Saturday, I think, is one the first. Is it Saturday or Sunday? I don't know, they keep inching it further and further away, because it used to be Monday, and then occasionally somebody would do a press conference Sunday to kind of jump the gun. Now I think somebody's doing one Saturday. I think EA or something, or Activision, not Activision, is it EA? I can't remember, one of them's doing it, or Ubisoft, or one of them motherfuckers is doing something, I think, on Saturday. Then something's going on Sunday, and then Monday's the official start. Nintendo's on Tuesday. It's like, what the fuck, you know? Like, what the hell are they going to do Wednesday and Thursday? And then Friday, I don't even think they do anything on Friday. But yeah, man, I'm all geared to fuck up, man. I'm gonna come Monday morning. I'm gonna order subs. In fact, I'm gonna order 2 of them. I'm gonna order sub. I'm gonna order antipasta, and I'm gonna get some French fries, because I like the French fries. Because what they do, the French fries come with those little packets of ketchup. I say, fuck that. I get rid of the ketchup, and I get that mild sauce that they use on the wings, and dip the fries into that. Oh, dude, that's really good stuff. I don't know, it's just me. But yeah, I'm gonna be getting 2 subs, because I can have a sub for that day, and then I can have one Tuesday. So I'm gonna have Monday and Tuesday covered. What I do Wednesday, I have no idea yet. But I got the whole thing. I got the drinks. I got the fucking snacks. I got the whole thing. It's all ready to go. The only problem is the snacks. I don't know if they're going to last until E3. Because, hey, I'm a big boy. You know what I'm saying? I beat that shit before E3. Because that's the hardest part. But that shit needs to start like last week for me to actually keep my good, whatever. But yeah, it's gonna be great. No, I'll be honest with you, I don't give a damn about Microsoft. I really don't. I really don't care about Microsoft at all. And they need to fix that. Okay, they really, really need to fix that. They need to give me a reason to give a damn. Scorpio is not going to make me give a damn. It's just not. Because the only way they could sell me Scorpio is if it was $399. And with the amount of stuff that's in it, you know it ain't going to be $399. $499 is totally pushing it. Anything over $499, no. If it needs to be around $399, because that's the price point. Because they are literally trying to sell it to me, people like me, okay? Because people like me, I'm not a PC gamer. I don't like PC gaming. I hate this, F5, alt control delete bullshit. Oh, update drivers, oh, crash, that bullshit. No, I buy the console because I put the game in and I go. That's what I want. So, this console is being sold to me. It's being sold to people like me. The problem is, if it's outside of my price range, which is around $399, what's the point? Because anybody who's going to pay $600, $700, $800, guess what? They're just going to go buy a freaking PC, and nobody's going to give a damn about the Scorpio. So if they're going to overprice it, because again, they got 18 million teraflops and teraflips and backflips and, the mighty Graysons. I mean, they got them all. They got them all. And if that thing's going to be close to $1,000, which some people have speculated, with all the teraflips and teraflops and, Dick Grayson, who's going to afford that? Who's going to buy that? Because let's be honest, most of those fucking games now you can play on PC. So why would a PC gamer buy this? Because that's who you're going to market to if you're going price. If you're going really cheap, so that they, because they're going to have to eat the cost. They're basically going to have to say, you know what, we're sorry about the reveal of the X-Bone, and we're going to have to eat the cost. And hopefully make it up on game sales and, Xbox Live. Because it's going to have to be basically, it would be essentially an official apology. Because, again, if it's any more than $499, and that's pushing, $399 is my limit. I could maybe go $4. Because you're talking $500 for a system. You're talking $65 for a game. You need $60 for Xbox Live. You need $10 for the stupid streaming service, which actually would be good. Like if you're getting a new console from them, having that service where you play even old 360 games, that's not bad. Because there's still some games I haven't played yet. So that wouldn't be too bad. And for $10 to get them for a month, that's not too bad. My only beef with it is if I want to buy the games outright, they need to be really cheap. They should be $9.99. Not this 20 or 30% off bullshit. Or I think it's 20% off, which they'll probably mark it up to 60, kick it down to about 40. So, maybe 30 if you're lucky. That's bullshit. They need to be $10. Why? Because one, they're 10 to 15-year-old games already, so yeah, no. And I've had it for a month. What the fuck am I... Seriously, if I play a game for a month and I play it, one and done, and I play it and I beat it, why would I want to buy it? You make it $10, I'll give you $10, as opposed to, I played it, don't give a fuck, move on. So it's either you can have $10, or you can go fuck yourself. They need to lower the price. That's all I'm saying on that. Actually, $10 is pushing it too, by the way, just for the record. But, whatever. So, I don't really care about Microsoft. I really don't care. None of the games, they have no games that interest me. None. Zero. None. Halo's been pissing me off. I haven't enjoyed Halo since Halo 3. Reach was okay, and then 343 came in and started fucking around with it around the Anniversary Collection, and it just everything shit the bed. What the fuck 343 is doing? I have no clue. I guess Halo 5 they've made some changes to, and it's slightly better than what it used to be, but they kind of ruined it for me. I don't care. And I hate to say that because I used to play that shit religiously, and it's like, I don't give a fuck anymore. I just simply don't give a shit. They made me not give a fuck. And the fact that Halo 6 isn't even going to be there at all, they maybe might have a teaser, maybe if we're lucky, but I doubt it. I don't know. And of course, Fable, that's another one I used to get the system for. Yeah, that's gone. No Fable. No Lionhead. Lionhead's gone. They fucking threw them off under the bus. So, at the end of the day, what are you left with? What are you left with? Nothing. I don't care about Forza or whatever. Or Forza. Is it Forza? I get this freaking racing games confused. Because Sony's got a racing game, and I think Drive Club or whatever. I get all those confused, but whatever. Whatever the racing game is for Xbox, I don't give a shit. I really don't care. I'm not a huge Gears of War fan. So it's like, what the hell? I don't care. There's nothing there that I care about. Nothing at all anymore. So, whatever. Now, Sony's got some shit coming up. They got a lot of shit coming up. They got God of War, which could be interesting. Although, I'll be honest with you, I hated 3. I hate the way it feels. Because they're too busy doing stupid shit. Like, there's that one section early on where there's like these birds or something you have to like swoop off on. And it's just all these weird platform mechanics and shit. Get that out of the fucking game. The fucking point of the game is to hack and slash, and if you ain't hacking and slashing, you're doing other stupid shit, then the game is a fail. Okay? They've gotten away from that and gone into all this puzzle solving shit and all this weird... I mean, come on, man. Fucking take that out of the game. The best time that I have with a God of War is when I'm just sitting there hacking and slashing the bejesus out of people. Or trying to do a sex mini game. That's about the highlight of the game for me. Everything else in between is just take it the fuck out. So I am slightly interested in Destiny 2. I say that because Destiny 1 pisses me off. Every fucking thing that they've done, this whole Age of Triumph bullshit, at the end of Destiny 1, everything, all the exotics, everything, have to be hogtied and bullshitted around the fucking raid. You can do 99% of the fucking game by yourself, except for the really cool content with the really cool weapons. Yeah, you need 6 people to play. Wow. Fuck you, Bungie. That pisses me off. That legitimately pisses me off. I mean, that pisses me off on so many freaking levels, I can't even describe it. I tried to do the Nightfall the other day. I think it... Was it the Nightfall? Whatever it was. That stupid one with the Scion flares. I made it through the whole level by myself solo. I killed 3 of the fucking flares, and just as I went to get the other one, some random faggot came up out of nowhere, just spawned in out of nowhere. It's like, oh, pew, pew, pew. And I had to redo the whole section again. I was like, you know what? Fuck you, Bungie. You can tell Deej to go fuck himself. Stupid ass bullshit. But, oh, Destiny 2. Yeah, if you want to play the raid, you can team up with a clan. Yeah, I want to team up with 5 other assholes who are in a group, and I want to be the odd man the fuck out so that I can play it for the very first time, not knowing what the fuck I'm doing, so so when I get to the jumping puzzle and I can't get the fuck over it for 15 fucking minutes and they're all sitting at the other end waiting for me, yeah, that's an experience I want to have. Yep, that's the experience I want to have, Bungie, you fucking nits. No, my idea was simple. Why not make a solo version of the raid? Something that you could do solo, or better yet, you could do with 3 people. Do it like a mini raid where you get a taste of what's going on. You can get a feel what's going on. You get one piece of gear. You have your normal with 6 people, like you normally have. You get 2 pieces of gear, and then you have your hard mode, which you get 3 pieces of gear. Why not do it like that? So that I could go in and experience what it is, and okay, we do this, we grab that, we throw that, and blah 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 blah. I could do it at my own pace. I could enjoy it because there are things in the fucking raids that I have never even done. You take between the relic and the sword in the first 2 raids, I've never touched either one. I have never touched either one once at all. And I gotta be honest with you, I would like to be able to do that. But then if you fuck it up, then you fuck it up for 5 other guys. I don't like the way that feels. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want that in my life. Especially 5 random people who are all in a group. That is not something I want to be a part of. They could set up the mechanics so that it's set up for a solo player. They could. Now, you say, well, it's stupid because some of the stuff, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay, what was that one where you had to stand in the middle and you had to run to the left or right and you had to play like tag team back and forth? You could do that solo. You could start here and maybe have to go to the left. You wait in the circle, shoot all the bad guys, collect whatever was there, bring them back to the center, and then go left, collect what's there. You can do it 3 times. Just go boom, 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 boom. And then move on to the next section. You could do that. But no, they got to do all this stuff, you know. It is what it is, you know. But a lot of that shit they could tweak so that you at least get an idea of what you're doing. Okay, you get an idea what the boss is, you get an idea where to shoot the boss, you get an idea of how to shoot the boss, his shield is up, how do you take it down, you do this, you do that, you stand over here, you wait in a circle, you shoot him. I mean, they could do that almost as like a introductory level, like almost a, I don't want to say a tutorial, but, I mean, I'm talking for like your first time. I want to be able to go in there and just play around. Especially if they're going to do Age of Triumph type shit where they got the book like, what was that, Machine Raid, where you have to, something, at the very beginning, you have to grab these little sparks and bring them back to your thing. You have to do it like 150 times. Well, who the fuck is going to do it 150 fucking times? Who? Who's going to actually do that? I did it 10 and got bored by myself. I was there by myself doing it, and I got bored. No, okay, maybe, you know. So you gotta understand, I'm lucky if I can do the raid once, much less 50 times. Oh, we get to do it every week, and yeah, we get the raid party together, and we got, you know, get everybody together, and and sit there for 17 hours, and I ain't got time for that shit. I don't have friends who want to sit there for 17 hours. Half of them gotta get up for school, half of them gotta get up for work, half of them gotta go fuck the wife, and slap the kid, and all that other shit, okay? Half of them don't have time. We're lucky if we get halfway through the fucking raid. So they need to make the raid where I can do it myself, where I don't have to rely on other fucking people. My enjoyment of the game should not be hogtied by availability of my friends list. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. I paid $30 for the game and half the cool content I can't even get. Machine Raid, I haven't even done that yet. The last one, the hard mode, I haven't even done that yet. The challenges, haven't even done any of those yet. And what did they do? They come up with all these new exotics. Well, not really new. They're old exotics that they, you know, whatever. I can't get a single solitary one of them. I can't get any of them. I cannot get a single one of them motherfuckers. Because nobody's playing. Nobody wants to play. And even when they do, I'm lucky if I get 2 other people. I'm lucky if I can get 2 other people to play. That's 3 guys who can barely play. That's it. And that pisses me off. Now, because what bothers me about what I suggested about having like a mini version of the raid, normally that would piss me off. But under the circumstances, it's a easy way out. It's an easy out. Because, yeah, you got your clans and you got all this stuff. But for me, like, the first time I play it, I just want to go through, see what the boss looks like, see what I have to do, get a feel for what I have to do, and try to understand it. Because you can watch video only so much. You have to actually play it. You actually have to grab the little bomb and throw it and get the mechanics and just feel it. I want to be able to do that on my own without having people, you know, cluster fucked in my face talking about you suck, you know, you fucked it up for everybody. Because I have never seriously, I have never had a gaming experience where there was so much hostility. And not all of it was even directed at me. I was watching other people get hostile with other people, and it was like, I don't want to it was too toxic for me. I can't deal with that. And I don't mean to sound like some, you know, little snowflake here, but it was pretty brutal. I mean, it was pretty fucking brutal. Like, there are people arguing and, like, you know, just getting testy with each other because, you know, it gets frustrating. It does. It gets extremely frustrating. Like, I'll be honest with you, that stupid, was it Oryx? The one where he's huge and he's out in space on the Dreadnought. There's those moments where you have to jump on the pillars. I don't know the mechanic of that. People are like, oh yeah, stand here and jump. And I'm like, when? I don't know when. I have no idea what I'm supposed to... I don't know what the indication is of when I'm supposed to jump. And I kept fucking it up. So I had to stand on the ground with the Telesta. When those stupid ogres come out, I had to shoot the ogres. Because the one in the front, you got to run up a few feet and shoot the other one. Or the other two, I mean. And the other guys had to stand on the platform. And I get the concept. I just didn't know when to jump because I didn't have a lot of experience with it. Still don't, even to this day. The raid before that was the you had that one where you had to go across the bridge with the sword. I had never even touched the sword. Not once touched the sword. And then you got the sword bearer at the end. I've never once touched the sword. The relic, I've never once touched the relic. I have no idea what to do with it. And it's like... But again, being able to go in there and just putz around in my own pace and have an understanding of what's going on would be really fun. It would be. It'd be nice. You know? And even if there's no reward, although it would be nice to get at least some reward, because that way I could play it myself. Because like I go on right now, let's say I wanted to play or you know, actually get a piece of gear, like you know, okay, so at Tuesday, well, actually today is Tuesday, so yeah, shit, it would have reset. So I want to go in today and, you know, maybe get a piece of gear. None of my friends are on. Well, then guess what? That's on them. I want to be able to play the fucking thing. Because what it does, it turns a lot of people the fuck off. That's probably why a lot of people aren't playing, because a lot of people aren't playing. So if a lot of people aren't playing, then the people who do want to play aren't playing. Because we all have to want to play at the exact same time. And there's other games, there's life, there's, you know, just in general. So, you know, fuck Destiny. I mean, seriously. I mean, I'm definitely going to get Destiny 2, but it just... They could fix that with a simple thing. Simple. Make a watered down version of the raid. And I understand, well, the point of the raid is to play with other people. I get that. But guess what? There aren't other people to play. And I don't really want to play with random strangers. Now, maybe if it was match made and we were all just random strangers, I could probably deal with that a little bit more than... Again, imagine being the odd man out going into a clan of 5 other freaking people who know what they're doing and do this like every chance they can. Now think about that. Think about that. I don't want to be in that situation. I barely want to be in the situation with people that I'm comfortable playing with, much less people I don't know. It just isn't for me. But, yeah, really the only one I'm worried about is Nintendo, because Nintendo could fuck this E3 up. They could legitimately fuck E3 up, because they've already said, oh, we're only going to talk about stuff coming out this year. Well, that's not cool, because we know most everything that's coming out this year. Unless they've got some major surprises. And they need at least 3 good surprises. At least 3 big surprises. If it's just more Pokemon and more fucking Kirby, you know what? You're gonna piss me off, is what's gonna happen. I don't want to get into that. Anyway, oh yeah, it is Tuesday, it isn't. So the freaking Iron Boner's on right now. Shit. I think I'm gonna make some lunch and go play some Iron Boner. Shit. Yeah, you know what? Fuck you. I'm done. I'm done with this clip. Fuck you.